This is Ian with Build Brothers at 2864 Greyling Drive. Gonna go ahead and inspect this roof. We start here at this corner and we can obviously see that this fascia is damaged, mostly from dry rot and from water coming through the roof. We've seen that consistently around the perimeter of the home. We saw it on the back corners, and then this corner over here is definitely the worst. We can actually see through the plywood on a section right here, and that is always a clear indication that there are leaks that have been happening for years, and this whole section here is all very rotten. Let's go ahead and jump up on the roof and see what we can tell from up there. Now, typically when we install solar, we want to make sure the roof has at least 10 years of life left in it before we install solar. And based on the look of these shingles, this roof, the product itself does still have some life left in it. The major problem, the fundamental problem with this roof is that it's not steep enough. It doesn't have enough slope to have asphalt shingles. That is our main issue. And so we look over here, the shingles all look intact. There's no major reason why this is the most rotten section on the roof. That flashing is not very good, and this one can be eliminated, but this whole section is rotten, and it is because there's not enough slope on this roof for shingles. We did get down underneath these panels and inspect our solar standoffs to make sure that none of our standoffs were creating the problem. And so it's either wind-driven rain and or ponding that's taking place underneath these panels for the leak in that front bedroom. Let's keep working our way over here. On the back of the home, we've got torch down. This is a modified bitumen material, and I gotta be, the installation was not the best. Basically what we're looking for is bleed out between the seams here. We don't have any bleed out. Luckily, this roof is still working because we have a decent slope. This product can be used on truly flat roofs. If we come down here to the addition, well, it's really obvious why the addition is leaking everywhere, and that's because the bond between the drip edge and the torch down material has failed, and it's all the way around the roof. Everywhere we've checked, that product is flapping in the wind. So every time it rains, water is getting underneath that material. Also, we don't have any counter flashing along there. We can actually see a big crack in the material, so water's getting in there and all the way around the edges. So based on what we're seeing, we gotta recommend a full roof replacement. Even though the product, the actual roofing product itself, still appears to be in okay condition, there's just fundamental issues that are gonna have us suggest that we replace it all.